Sir Ben Kingsley, it is an absolute honor to be chatting with you this morning.
Lovely to see you too.
How familiar with the Leica films were you before deciding to do this role?
Even before I was approached to do the role, I was a fan through Coraline. That's the film of theirs that I was fascinated by. I loved it. I loved the animation. I loved the themes that were explored. They seem to me to be guys that really wanted to present the audience with something very rich and multi-layered and entertaining, thrilling, a little bit frightening. You know, very rich tapestry that they presented. So it was that experience. Watching Coraline.
Snatcher, the character that you play, obsessed with power, a lot of style, but most importantly, he's got a British accent. The three key elements to a good villain in a Hollywood film. Can you talk a little bit about the connection that you have with that character and what really interested you in exploring that?
I think you'll find that most British actors, if they've had a really blessed career, have sooner or later come across the brilliant writings of William Shakespeare, and his presentation of, and this is why British actors are so great at playing villains, because we realise that there is a wound inside the villain that he or she is trying to cover up constantly. And there's a wound inside the villain that motivates their ambition and their violence very often. And I learned this when I was playing Shakespeare, and all the actors in any Shakespeare company want to play the villain. It's a deliciously rich part, and very often the villain will step aside in the play and tell the audience why life hurts so much and why they're so ambitious, and then step back into the play. So with Archibald Snatcher, I guess reading the script, which I thoroughly enjoyed doing, rejection is the worst button you can press in him. If you say to him, "You can't join our club," he will dynamite the door down to join your club. That's the best and worst way of provoking Snatcher. So that was my key into him. Don't reject him. Don't exclude him.
Sure.
He can't cope.
Can you talk a little bit about the differences and the similarities? You're no stranger to doing voice work. Can you talk a little bit how you prepare to do voice work versus live action?
Well, the thing is, you can't prepare really, because a lot of my work in live action film is creating a voice and a body language, and every one of my characters in a live action film would have a particular pattern of a body, a particular stance, a particular way of holding and carrying himself. And so with Archibald Snatcher, my body language is created by a department thousands of miles away. I recorded in the UK, and this amazing team creates my body language, and I have no control over that. I have to just give them my voice. So what did I do? I limited any possibility of me moving in front of the microphone. I found that if I was standing, I was moving. Even sitting, as I am now, I was moving. So to release the voice in the most relaxed way. Are you glad you asked this question?
I really am.
To release the voice in the most relaxed way, and to limit my body language, I actually was lying down for most of the recording.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very fascinating.
Isn't that extraordinary?
Yeah.
And you know, any amount of preparation and thinking, and I would never have I didn't walk into the studio and say, "Hi guys, I'm lying down today."
Right.
But it's very quickly evolved into that being the best way to get that voice to come out of my body like that. Was to lie down.
Excellent.
Was that me just then?
It was.
Oh,
You weren't laying down.
scary.
Right. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Have a great day.
And you too.